Hello, Dr. Coker here, and this is a guide to the Voidcast Dais Normal, where you will encounter Golbez, yet another bad guy from Final Fantasy IV, but I'm all for it. Please like and subscribe. I'm releasing guides for every story dungeon and trial in the game, so you always know what's coming. Let's get started. The arena is a floating cube, and players can fall off the edge, so watch out. A few seconds after Golbez is pulled, he'll cast Terra Storm. You'll see boulders appearing over one of the four corners. Just run away from that corner to avoid getting hit. With Crescent Blade, he will stand still for a few seconds, and you need to get behind him ASAP. He will then strike the entire half of the arena in front of him for heavy damage. Arctic Assault is one where you'll see two walls of ice spikes facing opposite directions. Just get behind either wall on the side that has no spikes to stay safe. Void Meteor is a tank buster that targets both tanks simultaneously. It deals circular AoE damage and strikes several times in a row, so other players need to stay away from the tanks, and the two tanks should not overlap their circles. With Lingering Spark, circular AoE markers will appear under every player every few seconds. Everyone needs to step out of these circles to avoid the blasts. Binding Cold does heavy damage to all players and applies damage over time. Healers should watch out for this one. After some time, he will cast Asdaya's Shadow. You'll see a brief cutscene and then Phase 2 begins. He'll cast Black Fang, which deals moderate damage to all players. Just heal through it. Then you'll see Asdaya's Shadow again, but this time he's just giving himself a buff. His next Crescent Blade will become Shadow Crescent, which blasts everyone in front of him as before, but it's followed by a circle AoE at the center, so avoid the boss's hitbox. This is often simultaneous with Burning Shade, which puts spread apart markers on all players, so make sure you are behind the boss, not on his hitbox, and also spread apart from other players at the same time. In Phase 2, you'll see a combination of four mechanics in his Meteor phase, but I'll break this into two parts to simplify things a bit. First, you'll see two Meteor towers on the sides, and one healer marked with knockback markers. The goal is for everyone to land in the Meteor towers to soak them. The marked healer can stand in the center, and other players around them to ensure they are knocked into the towers. Second, that healer will be tethered to the dragon, and two proximity markers will appear on the edge. Here, everyone should run to the edge away from the proximity markers, and the healer should face away from them and toward the safe edge. A large knockback line AoE will shoot forward from the healer, so this way the healer can avoid pushing everyone off the platform. With Eventide Fall, you will see line stack markers on two players. Ideally, you should have two even stacks of players, one for each marker to diffuse the damage. If it looks like everyone's going to one marker, just go to the other one. Gale Sphere is a spell where you will see four Golbez clones come out of him, flying to the four edges. Then green orbs will form on the four edges, but each will have a gap. Then, in the order the clones appeared, the green orbs will sweep forward, dealing heavy damage, with the gap providing a safe lane to stand in. I find it easiest to stand in the safe square for the first two sweeps, then move to the safe square for the last two sweeps to avoid all the damage. Void Stardust is one where you will see two AoE paths marked out by two markers. Just wait in the center at first, then as soon as the blasts start, run into where it started to safely wait out the rest. Finally, there is Immolating Shade, a simple stack marker on one player. Just stack up to diffuse the damage. As with any trial, many of the simple spells like this one will occur simultaneously with others as the fight progresses. And that's it for the Voidcast Dais. Thanks for watching this video. Good luck, have fun, and see you next time.